I've been working on this scroll for about a year and a half now. In contrast, I made this scroll in 2 months. 2 months of pretty much full time, 24/7, non stop obsessive stitching. I think a year and a half is a much more reasonable pace. So, this scroll is based on a visit to one of the libraries at McGill University in Montreal. It basically is a brain dump of all of the incredible, fantastic things that I saw at the Osler Library for the History of Medicine at McGill University in Montreal. I've made a few videos that talk about the first parts of this scroll, so I'm not going to go into depth again. But I'll remind you that the title of Farrago of Foibles is from this book, and there are a few other things that show up from this book, like the young person standing there. And I've included the zodiac signs because indeed, Zodiac Man was a thing at one time in medieval medicines. This person here represents Virgo, and see how many other zodiac signs you can spot. Now, I've also included these letters because I happened to see this en français en Montreal. So I created my own version of illuminated letters like you might see in this really exquisite book that they had there. And you'll find those letters pop up throughout my piece here. And two meanings of dying. Let's see. A clay tablet with recipes for treating eye ailments. Here's another zodiac sign, and the little horse there. Well, I thought, why not? I included the Chinese zodiac. Admittedly, it's a bit of rationalization after the fact, after I included a few animals that were not in the celestial zodiac. Some little I'm calling them homunculi, some little people there. They all have significance to the project, and this is where I came up with the idea for the Chinese zodiac. I have a very serene looking tiger. The piece in the middle here, that is the very middle, and there is the snake. And the snake is what gave me the idea to include the Chinese zodiac. And on this side, balance, there is rather chaotic goat and lamb there, and a dog, another Chinese zodiac, playing with a bone. Now, these books are actually pockets, and there are human organs inside the pockets because you need things like that. It's another plant, and now this section here is all about women's health. You can tell because it says so, and also because there's so much pink there. And I'm not going to tell you about that today because I have a special little adventure coming up that in part relates to this section, so I'll tell you about that another time. But this next bit here, this piece here is called an ola, and it's an ancient Sri Lankan form of book where the pages are long, narrow strips made from palm fronds. The covers of the books are wooden, and sometimes they're plain and sometimes they're decorated, and I've decorated mine with 4 different animals that represent zodiac signs that are found in Sri Lanka. So all Sri Lankans love a good crab feed. There's an animal called a jungle fowl, which is a larger, much more aggressive version of a rooster. There's a wild boar and a monkey. Now I've tucked in that palm tree there because the pages of the ola are made from palm leaves. And now this bit here finishes off my zodiac, and I've got the jug here, which I think looks like a little bit like the Kool-Aid jug that represents Aquarius, the water carrier. It was inspired by this story in our notion counter, the Farrago of Foibles, and then I've got the fish of Pisces and the Chinese dragon there. Asian dragons are often aquatic creatures, so it felt like that was a good place to put it. And I finished up with a few more books and some documentation. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.